You came for the pint, but you ended up in Scary Larry's House of Horrors. Wrong turn, bitches. Happy Halloween to everybody. It is time. That's right. Scary Larry's House of Horrors Halloween special brought to you by House of Almonds. House of Almonds. Get your fucking almonds right here.
That's right.
My name is John.
My name is Lloyd.
Shawnee Mac.
I'm Scary Larry.
And this Halloween, we're here to talk to you about a film that's about some robots, about some kids, about some gum chewing, and about a mall. Let's get into it. Chopping Mall.
Dun, 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 dun.
Let's rock!
Killbots.
That's right. Killbots. That's the name of actually, that's what I put up there for the recording title. It's Killbots. Because if you don't know, Chopping Mall, which was originally titled Killbots, originally released on March 21st of 1986. And that's when it was called Killbots with 19 extra minutes. Well, test audiences did not dig Killbots so much, and they excised the 19 minutes. This movie has been produced by Julie Corman, wife of Roger Corman. So Roger Corman kind of has his mitts all over this thing. It ended up after being recut and titled Chopping Mall, which is a terrible title.
Inexplicably.
Killbots is way better. Released in New York on September 5th. Of 1986, very limited release. Larry, I'm going to go to you because this is Scary Larry. You know, we talk about it all the time, going to the drive-ins, theaters, being, a horror aficionado. Did you see this in the theaters?
I did not. This was a VHS rental by my mother. I think I've told the story before. My mother was well known for bringing home absolute fucking garbage. And this was but in those piles of garbage, occasionally there would be a fucking gem, and Chopping Mall was one of them. Just one of the great misunderstood posters / VHS covers of all time, right? The story is, it's happened with a lot of movies in the past. They didn't really know quite how to market it, so tried to market it as a slasher. It's the fucking furthest thing from a slasher movie they is, but right? There's like the zombie hand on the cover with the bag. What is it? What's the fucking tagline? Go home in a bag, eat a box. I don't know, something. But it makes you feel like it's a slasher movie, and it's really not. But my mom brought it home, and we had a lot of fun with it, and it's one I've always enjoyed.
Sean, I'm assuming you didn't see this in the theaters at probably the ripe age of 9, right?
I did not.
No.
Nope.
And Lloyd, definitely not, right?
No, I did not see this one. No, I wasn't even aware of this till later.
Yeah.
I saw it on VHS.
Hey, Larry, the tagline is where shopping costs you an arm and a leg.
Okay, there you go. That's fine.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, it is a weird poster. This is a movie about rampaging security robots that are murdering people in a mall. No slasher
Not at all.
elements. It's just, kind of like an attack on these kids. And yeah, it's like a zombie hand holding a shopping bag with the correct mall name on it, though. Like it says like Park Place Mall on the bag on the poster. Mm-hmm. So clearly it was made for this, but yeah, very odd. So here's some more production information on it. Produced by, as I said, Julie Corman. It had an $800,000 budget. Directed and co-written by Jim Wynorski. He was a protege of Roger Corman. And Roger Corman, before they made this movie, sat him down and went over with him on a yellow notepad a list of rules and things to do when making a movie. And Jim Wynorski was so influenced by that yellow notepad, he says that he kept it forever and he memorized it, and that's how he made every movie he made from that point on.
Do you know what was on the notepad?
I didn't see what it said.
All right, because I'm assuming, not knowing personally, But being familiar with Roger Corman and his way of doing business, 2 of the rules will probably stay under budget and get a lot of tits in there.
Yeah, I was going to say titties.
Yeah.
Tits.
Well,
and don't
Jim
spend
Wynorski did
fucking
some
money.
shitty
Because
movies.
there's no such thing as a Corman movie that went over budget. Doesn't happen.
No.
Doesn't fucking happen.
And Lloyd's right. Wynorski was known for softcore movies, action, low-budget action movies. He said in an interview, the reason he hired Kelly Maroney to be the lead in this is because he wanted to date her.
Yeah.
That's fucking great.
And the other girl wasn't into that, so
Yeah, super.
got rid of her.
Well,
super-
that's funny because I remember a long time ago seeing an interview with Kelly Maroney where she said she almost didn't get the part because the other actress who they first cast, they cast somebody else, but she wouldn't swear.
Yeah.
Oh,
And
okay.
they went to Kelly Maroney and they were like, "Will you swear?" She's like, "I'll fucking do whatever the fuck you guys want. Like, just give me the fucking movie." And they gave her the movie. And the funny thing is, she doesn't swear at all.
No, you're right. She's yeah.
She never swears in the fucking movie. So yeah, good for her. Good for Maroney. And she did 2 goddamn movies in this fucking mall.
Yes,
Out of the comments in this mall.
I pointed that out. No, and Fast Times. She was in Fast Times as well.
Fuck, she is in Fast Time.
Yeah,
3
one scene.
movies in this mall.
Yeah.
Was she in Commando or Terminator 2? We need to fucking look this up.
No, at that point in her career, she was working at the House of Almonds, though. So,
All right, that's fair.
Wynorski also directed Big Bad Mama 2, Ghoulies 4, and The Return of Swamp Thing a couple years after this. He co-wrote this film with a friend of his, Steve Mitchell, mostly a cartoon scriptwriter, and some of the classics. He wrote for the Transformers, he wrote for the G.I. Joe Sunbow cartoon, and he wrote for Gem, which means this guy was truly outrageous. This script, this story, took these 2 guys 24 hours to write in a basic story. Julie Corman had a deal with Vestron that they wanted to make a horror movie set in a mall. That was it. So she said, okay, they hire this guy. They come up with a story in 24 hours. And within a week, it was approved to be made without the script. And then he worked with Mitchell and Corman, Roger Corman, and they pounded a script out pretty quickly. The mall that we keep talking about, that Fast Times at Ridgemont High, Terminator 2, Commando, a million Hollywood movies were filmed inside, is this mall, Sherman Oaks Galleria, for the interiors. They originally wanted to film in what was called the Beverly Center, but they weren't allowed to. So the Beverly Center is used for most of the exterior shots. That weird stairwell, like with the neon lights, that's the Beverly Center. And these, both these malls are in LA. 22-day shoot. They shot at night and had to be out by 9 a.m. and have the mall recovered completely so that the people could start shopping at places like Peck and Paws, which is not a real sporting goods shop, named after Sam Peckinpah, the director. A little in-joke for those Corman fans, Roger's Little Shop of Pets. Of course, Roger Corman did the original Little Shop of Horrors. And then when Ferdy and Allison are getting to know each other during the party war, everybody else is fucking 3 feet behind them.
It was like right there. Like,
Right there. Well, they're watching this movie and like that chick's getting eaten out.
Yeah.
Right, like 8 feet behind them.
Was he still chewing gum while he was eating her out, do you think?
Yeah, he was.
I think her vagina dispensed a fresh piece into his mouth.
And it was made of gum.
And since it was the 80s, it was that, what was that gum?
Zuka.
Sean, I'm going to go to Sean. I want to see
All
if Sean remembers. The gum, I think it was mostly mint, that had the gel slime in the middle of it.
Oh,
I got it.
Yeah, I'll never get it.
All right, Larry?
Oh, no, actually, I didn't have it. I thought I had it.
I don't remember either.
Yeah, or fruit, whatever.
You're thinking of Fruit Stripe. Fruit Stripe was...
yeah.
good. But
Yeah.
Yeah, this stuff
Didn't
had
last
the
very long.
gross little cold gel in the middle.
Yes.
What the fuck was that called?
Yeah, Larry, look it up while we're talking.
All right.
Okay. So anyways, yeah, she dispensed the piece into him. But anyways, the movie they're watching while this is all happening is Attack of the Crab Monsters, which is a Roger Corman film.
Corman. Yeah.
Yeah.
You
So,
think of Juicy Fruit?
no. Juicy Fruit's a stick. This was it was a rectangular little piece of gum.
Freshen up.
Freshen up. That's it right there.
Freshen up.
Yeah. And you put it in your mouth, you chew it, and then it would jizz in your mouth.
Something
Then-
I would get used to, well, really well in life.
It was,
Yeah, a warm little capsule of, gum jizz.
yeah. Lloyd had a piece of Freshen Up in 1996, and he's been clearing his throat since then. Yeah.
It's
All right, Manster, let's go over to you and let's talk about the cast of this film.
Shabuya roll call.
well, it stars Kelly Maroney as Allison Parks. She is the nerdy girl who's a good shot. Like John says, she was in Fast Times at Ridgemont High, Night of the Comet, The Zero Boys, and something I've never seen, the Scream Queen Hot Tub Party. Also, soap operas Ryan's Hope and One Life to Live.
Zero Boys is a treat, though. I showed that on a watch party.
I did see that one. Yeah, I remember that.
Yep.
Like you said, Dana Kimmel was originally cast based on her.
How do I know that name?
Friday the 13th, Part 3.
Oh, okay. All right.
Chris.
One that Jason tried to rape.
Yes, the final girl. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
That is such a strange Friday. Like, I can never get around the rapey Jason. Like, so bizarre. That fucking sequence where she remembers when she almost got raped by Jason.
It is weird. Weird.
So Dana Kimmel, okay, that makes sense.
Yeah.
And she wouldn't swear, but she will almost get raped by Jason. Okay.
I also read that she wouldn't do anything sexual. So.
Like get raped by Jason?
Or bang Wynorski.
Or bang Jason.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or maybe pretend to be as look. Let's just get out of the way. Barbara Crampton is here, and the guy that she's like obsessed with and fucking is not even here. He is like an elevator shot down. Like it makes no sense whatsoever.
Yeah.
Greg or Gary, whatever his name is.
He's kind of nerdy. He's like a nerd. Got a great line though. He does have I think he's got a couple great lines in this movie. But one, the best. Come on, fuck the fuchsia. It's Friday. Like
that's right.
It's like one of the best lines of the fucking movie. Fuck the fuchsia. It's Friday. I'm gonna start saying that on Fridays at work. I can't wait.
They're gonna appreciate that.
Yeah, I hope so.
Yeah, you just have to set it up first.
Yeah, so I have to make sure it's a real high profile meeting that I blurt that out on.
Yeah. Moving on, we got Tony O'Dell as Ferdy Meisel. Good name, right? Ferdy Meisel.
That is, I don't know what the fuck's happening.
Nerdy Meisel.
Yeah.
He was also Jimmy from Cobra Kai, one of the three, with what's his name there?
William Zabka. He was one of he was one of the Cobra Kai in the first movie.
Yep.
God,
he sure was, but he didn't wear glasses.
No. He did wear glasses though in his big TV show. I'm sure you have listed there. Head of the Class. He was he was the preppy kid.
He was the Republican.
Yes. Yeah.
Oh, that's right. Good call, man. Fucking Head of the Class. I forgot about that show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
God damn.
Then we have Russell Todd as Rick Stanton. Russell, these next two characters confuse the hell out of me. They're married.
So
and they're hanging out and having sex in a mall next to a bunch of like high school.
Oh, they are. That's right. They are married.
They're married. Yeah.
It's also weird too because when I was watching,
like newly married too, like newly married.
They have their own business, and then when they get there and they're in the mall at the party, I mean, I know everybody's like making out and everything, but they're almost like they never acknowledge anybody else until the shit hits the fan.
Right.
They go into another room to have their sex and everything, and I'm like, I said to Heather when I watched this, I'm like, why the fuck are these people hanging out with these kids?
Why are they here?
Sean, did you not get the same vibe, like that they felt maybe they were older, and why are these married people hanging out with these kids?
Yeah, but honestly, it's like they're the ones that buy the beer for the high school kids.
Yes.
Then you don't hang out with them, then you can do all your own thing, and then they drink.
One of the weirdest scenes in this entire movie, we're balls deep into the killer robot action, and they're setting up a bomb on the top of the elevator, and Greg is like, oh, by the way, dude, how much do I owe you for the beer?
Yeah.
Like, what? Is this where you bring this shit up? Like, Venmo him, or future Venmo him, or past Venmo him. I just thought that was odd.
But then what does he say?
I'll probably be thrown off an escalator, and what you'll probably get electrocuted on a golf cart. But I want to square up now.
I think he said, "Don't worry about it."
Don't worry about it. If we get out of here, you're getting me a 6-pack.
That's right. Yeah. That's right.
Which is,
these guys are fucking alcoholics. It's a problem.
Yeah. So Russell Todd, Rick Stanton, was in Friday the 13th Part 2.
Yes, he was.
Where the Boys Are 84. He Knows You're Alone. And he did soaps too. Another World, The Bold and Beautiful, Young and the Restless.
Definitely has a soap opera face.
Oh,
I think everyone from
Very
here
handsome
on,
man.
except for Barbara Crampton, pretty much just disappeared after the mid 80s.
Yeah.
Then we have Carrie Emerson as Linda Stanton, her Russell's Rick's wife.
Best body in the movie.
yes. Yeah.
And listen, no disrespect to Barbara Crampton. Big fan. But Linda, this girl, woof.
Yeah, she's good looking for sure.
Yeah, was she was in a bikini at one point, I think.
No,
brown
lingerie.
Or was it just her bra and panties? Yeah. She was in Dallas, Vegas, The Jeffersons, T.J. Hooker.
Shit.
Yeah. Edge of
Wheezy.
Night.
Was she Wheezy?
No, she was the maid that hated George Jefferson. Marla Gibbs. It was Marla Gibbs.
Isn't that like Lenny Kravitz's mom or something?
No, Lenny Kravitz's mom was
That's
the neighbor on the Jeffersons.
Yeah.
Tom's wife.
Tom's wife, yeah.
Fuck, I'm losing it.
Yep.
All right.
Then, of course, Barbara Crampton as Susie Lynn. She's in Body Double, Reanimator, From Beyond, Puppet Master.
She's literally in everything that matters in horror.
Yeah. Plus, oh my God, the screaming.
Yeah. Yeah, she freaks out.
She was driving me insane. I'm pretty sure that's why the robot killed her.
Yeah.
Then you have Nick Siegel as Greg Williams. Nick Siegel, she's the Susie's boyfriend, the one who's like way scaled below.
Yeah.
Break Into Electric Boogaloo.
Fuck yeah! I just made the family watch that last week. They're all still upset with me. I was like, don't leave the room. Don't leave the room. Fucking, they're trying to save miracles. Where are you going?
Yeah.
He has a perfect upper class suburban punchable face.
Yeah.
And voice.
Yeah.
And every role he's taken, Break 2 and Caddyshack 2, this one fits right in with his stupid face.
He plays the
fuchsia. It's Friday.
He plays the character that would be called probably the yuppie and everything.
Yeah. And that totally tracks with this. After he quit acting, he became an insurance broker in LA.
Yeah, of course he did.
Yeah. His uncle, by the way, is George Siegel.
When I saw his name, I just said, yeah. I said, I wonder if that's George. And there's a million people named Siegel, but I had a feeling. Yeah.
Let's see. Then we got Susie Slater as Leslie Todd.
Was she a Playboy bunny or something?
She with the big titties.
Right? She had early onset fake titties. And then when she's walking out into the mall to see if her gum chewing boyfriend she had a Playboy bunny on her underwear. So I just wondered if that was
Playboy
the thing.
panties.
Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah. Again, not much. Savage Streets, Real Men.
I love Savage Streets.
Yeah. Some TV shows. And then the most annoying dude, John Terlesky as Mike Brennan. He's the gum chewing guy. Yeah. I wonder if he came up with that himself. He did. I'm just going for this. Yeah.
He did. I read about it. He's like, I just felt like that guy should chew gum. He's like, I felt like really fucking annoying. I'm like, well, you nailed it.
Gum at once.
Fucking nailed it.
Mission accomplished, Mike. I read somewhere he was the one that they wanted to play the role that Russell Todd played.
One of the robots.
Yeah, Wynorski wanted him to play like what they considered the male lead, which was Russell Todd, but the producers liked Russell Todd, so they gave him the gum chewing role.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Plus he's got a chin for playing the violin.
Yeah, he has like kind of a squarish head.
Yeah, he almost looks like Craig Sheffer, right? You have a little Craig Sheffer vibe.
A little bit, yeah.
Yeah, he was in the All-Nighter, Death Stalker 2, Vampirella. He was in the TV show Facts of Life, Nightingales, Walker, Texas Ranger. I got a few more here that are fun. Paul Bartel and Mary Woronov as Paul and Mary Bland, who reprised their roles from Eating Raoul.
Yep, I've never seen that, but I've always known that those are the characters. And then there's another one that's from another movie, right?
Well, there's another. You mean another character from another movie?
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't get another one, but
Dick Miller's character, I didn't write it down, but Dick Miller's character, Walter Paisley, is also from another movie.
Oh, okay, I didn't get that.
Yep.
Yeah, that's we got Dick Miller. I mean, he's in a lot of stuff. Terminator, Night of the Creeps, Inner Space, Demon Knight. Of course, you have Jim Wynorski himself as voice of the Killbots.
Yes.
Thank you. Have a nice day. And then, last but not least, billed as Lawrence Guy, we have Angus Scrim as Dr. Carrington.
What?
Yeah, the tall man himself.
The tall man himself from Phantasm.
Where's
the guy? Remember in the very beginning when they show the video about the killbots?
Yeah.
And then this lonesome guy gets up. He goes, "Hey, what do these robots do when they're not killing people?" That's Angus Scrim.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Boy.
Wow. Okay. I recognized the guy, the second of the lab techs is Garrett Green, right? Like from Terror Vision and Child's Play 2.
Yeah,
I recognized him, yeah, but I did not recognize that as Angus Scrim.
Yeah, and he's billed as Lawrence Guy.
Okay. Well, interesting. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, that's our cast. Shawnee Mack, the Manster just mentioned a video at the beginning. So why don't you explain like kind of the actual beginning of this movie, what we're seeing and how it's a video and what it pertains to?
Sure. Well, I believe what we see is the typical mid-'80s robber guy who would rob your house. You know, he's got the dark clothing. He's got the bag, right? He's got a bag. He's got a gun.
Yeah.
You know, typical, hey, I can't be anything but a house or mall robber, apparently. So he's going crazy there in the mall, and then here come the killbots to save the day.
Yeah, so we get this protector bot, right? Is that what they're called? Protector bots?
Protector, yeah. 1, 2, and 3.
Yeah, it was kind of like one of those videos you'd watch in school, right? Like they were just kind of, it was the guy, which is weird. The guy was like it seemed like he was trying to sell his product, but the mall had already purchased them. Like,
yeah.
You know,
and they were rolling out that night.
Yeah, like why do you need to show everybody your fucking, you know, your marketing video when your mall is obviously already acquired these fucking robots?
Yeah,
you've already got. You got to say it right, Larry. Robots.
I'm sorry, your robots, your killbots. You've already got the fucking whole setup with the scientists. Like, you know, you've already installed the giant fucking Millennium Falcon doors. Like,
yeah,
you know, I don't understand why you're even going. You could have just sent out a memo to all the stores, and be like, "Hey, there's going to be robots on each floor. Like,
so everyone get out by 10.
Get out by 10, and don't let them get struck by lightning."
Yeah. So the video ends, and we see that the robot subdues the robber with what appears to be a taser of some sort. And, you know, everybody that's watching that's in the mall, you know, all the higher ups in the mall.
Head to me.
Yeah. The CEO of House of Almonds is watching this. Yeah. And as you guys mentioned, he's explaining this as if he's selling it to them. Right. But then he mentions that it's going live in 1 week. He says 1 week from tonight.
I like the Blands, you know, as they're watching the video. My favorite line from them was when the guy says, "Ooh, that one looks unpleasantly urban."
Yeah. Yeah.
They got some great comments.
You son of a bitch.
Sean, do you remember how they explained that the killbots the protectors would subdue people? What were some of their armaments that they talk about in this scene? Because clearly they have fucking full-on laser cannons. I don't know why they would have those.
I don't think they mentioned them. I don't think they even mentioned
They do. To cut debris.
Oh, right.
Yeah, they say to cut through debris.
What kind of fucking debris?
Yeah. You know, like vault doors.
Darts that will come out from here and here that will subdue a man within 30 seconds, which we do see them use a couple times. I've got a question about the fighting stance of the protector bots. What is this all about? What is this? The arms up and then like slapping their little...
They're like lobsters.
Oh, that's the best.
So you've seen a crab protect its territory on the beach?
Yeah.
There we go.
Yeah. There we go. I thought that was very weird.
I love the arms up. That's the best part.
The arms up is crazy. The arms up is crazy. So they sell it off. They tell everybody that this is going to be happening a week from now. Larry mentioned it kind of briefly, but I can't figure out in this movie why any mall would need this level of security.
Yeah.
The robots seem like overkill. But the goddamn spaceship doors that seal and lock you in overnight. Like I literally said to Heather when we were watching this, I said, "Does this take place in Detroit? What's happening?"
I was thinking like they had an Al Qaeda problem or something.
Seriously, seriously.
was like, this seems a lot for a mall.
But-
Listen, I realize you got a jewelry store, but they probably have fucking pull down doors to protect their shit.
All malls have jewelry stores. I saw a meme one time on Instagram that I laughed harder at than I have at most stuff on Instagram. And it just had a picture of a typical mall jewelry store, which was always on the corner.
Yeah,
and it said normalize walking through a mall jewelry store. And it just showed a picture of a guy, or it was a video of a guy just not going in the jewelry store, but he walks through it to get to the other side.
100%.
And I thought, yeah.
Shortcut.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, malls aren't so much of a thing.
it's a
but
little shortcut.
it's a little shortcut. Get a little bit closer to that Auntie M's pretzels or whatever.
Oh,
So
fuck, that's what I was thinking. I was going to say Mrs. Fields cookies. But
yeah. Get a little bit closer to the Cajun Cafe.
It was,
There's also a very important part of these protector bots and what they're capable of.
Okay, hold on. Let me think. There's 3 levels in the mall, so each one of them patrols a level. They are controlled by a computer on the roof, which
Yeah.
is going to come into play in a minute. And what else? I'm sorry, Master. What else we have?
So, if there's someone, what if you're a legit mall employee and you're in the mall?
you have
you have a badge.
a badge. And
As long as you are somehow able to just get a badge,
right.
then you're cool to do anything you want.
It's not possible that somebody that works in the mall might know a criminal and just give him his fucking
Right.
badge.
Yeah.
Or even
Well, no,
be a criminal.
It has a picture of their face with a barcode around it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You
But
can't fake
clearly
that.
they
Come on.
don't actually
fake that.
work.
Well, this
Yeah.
is 1986, right?
Yeah.
So it's pretty high tech, goddamn killbots.
Yeah.
High tech shit.
So the reason the killbots go insane is twofold. Number one, after the mall kind of like settles down that night, we find out that even though it's a week away from them being turned on, we have a crew of lab coats that take shifts and sit in a room with them and watch
Read
them.
magazines.
But they all have their backs to them. And the first guy that ends up getting killed, we'll get to that in a second. He has a book. He opens the book up. He doesn't have an entire porno mag in that book. He just has a centerfold he pulled out.
Yeah.
And so he's looking at the centerfold. Now, while he's down there, lightning hits the Transformer 3 fucking times.
Uh-huh.
Lightning is supposed to not hit any place more than once, supposedly, but this one hits 3 times. This is what sets the killbots off to becoming killbots. They sneak up behind this guy and they kill him. And then in a little bit, we have his.
And he doesn't finish his donut.
He doesn't finish his donut, but his shift relief comes in, who just pigged out at the pit because it was all you could eat.
Oh,
night.
yeah. All you can
Yeah.
eat at the pit.
He has a bag of to-go food. Most all-you-can-eat places don't do that shit. And he eats the guy's donut.
Yeah.
Right.
Sean, do you think it's odd that this guy now sits down reading his science fiction book, and even though he hears noises, just turn the chair around if you even suspect someone's behind you. Doesn't do it, right?
No, it's perfectly normal. I would, he did turn around once or twice at the most inopportune times.
Right.
But so he knows what he's doing. He's got a lab coat on.
He's got a lab coat, John.
Yeah.
If he's got a lab coat, you got a handle on the situation.
A lab coat definitely lends credence to somebody. It gives you a little bit more of an important look. I do get that.
Right. Sometimes I wear a lab coat, like when I go
Especially a
grocery
white
shopping. I want a little respect. I throw on a lab coat.
They think you're the butcher. You got your lab coat on. Some lady's like, "Can I get a half a pound of cow's anus?"
How's the liverwurst today?
Why are butcher coats white? They're covered in blood.
I don't know.
That's so unsightly. Wear a black coat. You'd never see the blood. Like, I know tradition. I get tradition. Let's leave the white butcher coat in the fucking history bin. So a couple times he hears the thing power on, turns around. He doesn't really pay attention to it. And it eventually shoves a red hot poker up his ass, kills him.
Yeah,
right?
like a grappling hook in his neck or something.
Yeah. Basically busts out the back of his neck.
The robots are so in tune with what they're doing that they hide the first guy's body.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because they killed him sitting in a chair.
Which is weird because usually in movies, right, where machinery malfunctions and becomes a killer, there's no, this tells me that this robot has knows the difference between right and wrong.
Yeah.
It's a malfunctioning piece of equipment.
No.
I don't think they really
He's
have
got an
that
agenda.
kind of a thought process. Like,
Well, you got to fool the rest of the humans. Those guys just sleeping over here.
do
Yeah.
they? They're fucking robots. Do they have to fool anybody?
Well, it's like, if you really think about it, like, I've thought that before watching like Friday the 13th films or Halloween. What does Michael Myers get out of hiding and then attacking? He just wants to kill people.
He's trying to get to the hour and a half mark. That's like the sweet spot.
Exactly. Like, why does Jason give such a fuck about like hiding and scaring these kids when in the end he's going to kill them anyway? So yeah, I do agree, because it's weird. They're malfunctioning. Why are they doing all this stuff? But now, meanwhile, Manster, I want you to explain what's the deal with all the kids. What's going on? There's a party at the fucking. Is it a furniture store? What kind of store is that?
There's a Furniture King. First we see Allison and Susie. Barbara Crampton's trying to recruit her to go to a party because she's a pretty girl and she's got the less attractive friend, and she wants to get her laid. Meanwhile, there's this
trying to hook her up like a blind date type thing, right?
Yeah. There's a really disgusting chef with a gross freaking shirt.
Who other than
really
that
gross customer?
Yeah,
wants more butter.
The only guy that would ever eat in that place with that fucking gross motherfucker is that gross motherfucker that was eating and wanted more butter.
Yeah.
That guy's shirt. Oh my God. And then he's lighting up a cigarette while he's cooking. He's
gross. Wiping his spatula on his shirt.
Yeah. It's fucking gross. Yeah.
It's so nasty. So she gets Allison to go, and then we see Ferdy and the other two, Gum Chewer and the other guy. They're all talking. Like, you got the beer? Yeah, I got the beer.
Wait, we're leaving out an important part. The random
part?
Women's locker room scene where the waitresses are just happen to be, changing boobs everywhere.
Yeah.
Oh, I forgot.
That's the way that's run. That's what I hear of those restaurants.
Yeah, dude. Every restaurant I've ever worked in had a locker room full of naked girls
with naked titties in there.
Never. Come on, that's normal.
I should have worked at a restaurant or two.
That's why I worked in restaurants. That's why I took culinary. That's why I was like, fuck. Locker rooms full of naked chicks? Yeah, I'll cook some food.
Larry couldn't get into the NFL where the other locker rooms are, so he's like, I'm gonna go to this place. Like, TGI Fridays definitely has a locker room with chicks with their tits hanging out.
Yeah. This one's much better. You go to an NFL locker room, Pat Mahomes is like sticking fingers in guys' asses.
Yeah.
Nobody wants that.
What did Peyton Manning do in college? Didn't he like fart on a woman's head or something?
Oh.
A reporter or somebody like that? Yeah, that was a long time ago.
Oh my God. Yeah. So anyway, they all gather together to go to the Furniture King because
Sofa King.
Is it somebody's father? If he owns it, I don't know.
Ferdy's uncle.
Oh, it's Ferdy, right? Yeah.
His uncle.
Yep.
Yeah, Ferdy's uncle owns it. So that's the setup.
So they're going to introduce Allison to Ferdy, and then Susie and Greg and Gum Chewer and Titties McGee, and then we meet the other couple, the married couple who own a garage or a traveling tune-up type of vehicle. Their car's broken down, so clearly neither one of them's good at their job. Right. And they are going to bring the beer there. So they kind of all meet up, and we have this whole party scene where everybody's dancing, drinking a little bit. Ferdy and
in a furniture store. I just don't get it.
It's super weird. And not just that, but it's a party that has to end soon because they have to leave because the mall is going to lock down in like an hour and 15 minutes.
Right.
Just go to a Super 8 motel. They existed back then. Just rent a room, maybe a couple beds, get weird with it, and you could stay all night if you want. But I don't know. So this is all weird. So they're all partying. They're all having sex on the little furnitures all over the place. Ferdy and Allison, though, are falling deep into a love that's never been seen before while watching a Roger Corman movie on a couch. So while they're doing this, does Dick Miller get killed before?
Dick Miller's already dead.
Okay. So while this is all happening,
they had Dick Miller for fucking half a day. That's all they could get Dick Miller for. He was like, you guys better fucking kill me quick because I got some fucking gremlins to go fucking film or something.
Yeah. Night of the Creeps is needs me during the day. Dick Miller is a janitor. He's mopping up what looks like a strawberry McDonald's strawberry milkshake or
what that was.
Pepto-Bismol.
The stuff. I think it was the stuff.
It might have been the stuff. But Sean, have you ever heard of the phenomenon that apparently does exist out there in the janitorial world? Janitor bullies. Have you ever heard of janitor bullies? because there's janitor bullies in
Oh,
this.
the other two with the Millers.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Are you talking about how the killbot bullies him and knocks his pail over?
No, well, that happens too. The other two janitors bully this guy. He's mopping, and they're like, oh, they make a reference to him having fallen or something into something at one point. Well, that ain't gonna happen again. And they're like, you're not gonna get out of here on time. It's like, man, that's got to be rough when you're the janitor who gets bullied by other fucking janitors.
And why aren't they helping? They're also janitors.
They're off.
Yeah.
They're drinking beers.
Yeah, they're drinking. They're still on the job. Hey, you're still in the building. You're still on the job.
Yeah, they're having a good time. So he's mopping up, and one of the protector bots has these bots have now moving into the mall, and they're actually taking their floors as they're supposed to. As Dick Miller is mopping, he's got his mop bucket, and again, within the span of fucking 4 minutes, he gets bullied again by a protector bot that knocks his fucking mop bucket over and spills water all over him, and he gets super like old man 80s angry. He's like, you son of a bitch, you dumbass. Yeah. He's saying all the stuff that like my dad or my grandfather would have said. I should knock you upside your head for that.
You're just crumb bum.
You're a crumb bum. You no good SOB. Meanwhile, there's water all over the floor, and as he's berating the killbot, you see it like shoot something out that's attached to a cable, and it lands next to him. He verbally abuses it a little bit more, and right in the middle of it, this thing turns that thing on, and what it is it's like an electrical lead, and for about a half a second, we see Dick Miller's skeleton.
Yeah, like it's a fucking 1940s Bugs Bunny cartoon.
Yeah. So he gets fucking fried.
The fucking Roadrunner fucking zips by. Meep.
He gets absolutely fucking fried and lands dead in this puddle, and he's all burnt up. Now, we go back to the party. Everybody's kind of post-coitus, and
Mike's trying to get something.
Mike wants
under
more.
The covers. Let's put it this way: he's under the covers, and Susie or whatever.
She said she doesn't allow that.
She's like, I don't allow that. She's like, well, you did last week.
Yeah, you did it last week. It seemed, what a strange.
It seemed really backwards. Weird. It seemed like it should have been him trying to get her to blow him.
Right.
Yeah.
And her being like, I don't do that.
Yeah.
Right.
I don't think I've ever seen a movie where, I mean, not that that happens in every movie, but I've never seen a movie where the woman's like, no, you can't eat my pussy.
Yeah.
Like that's no go. I would just think you go and do that, but I'm not going to blow you would be the thing. But no, this one is like, no. Right. So she's like, hey, look, you know that I need a cigarette after sex and I'm all out. I need you to go to the cigarette machine. Again, this is an 80s movie, cigarette machines, right? And get me a pack of, what was it, Virginia Slims or something?
Well, she wanted Virgin Lights.
Virgin Lights.
Yeah.
So he gets on his very weird jeans. His jeans have...
With the
was it a belt?
Right at his belly button?
Yeah, there's like a belt and a button and a strap that goes across his belly. It's like he's getting ready to jump out of a plane. He's got an air hose he attaches to the side. I don't know what the fuck was happening with his jeans.
Yeah, his jeans.
He's got little straps that
he's got
right into overalls.
Bungee cords that go over his nipples and hold on his fucking... Yeah, it's a very strange pair of jeans.
Yep.
Says, I'll go out...
almost like a straight jacket, but on the lower half of his body.
Very bizarre. Very bizarre. Says, I'm going to go out. He goes out. And he's got no shirt on, but
this is where it all really kicks off, though.
It is where it kicks off, but it's also weird that he doesn't. Again, they said the protector bots weren't going to be online for a week, but he particularly asked for his badge when he goes out.
Right.
I don't know why, but
he knew somehow
because the writers were like, "Oops."
Yeah.
Yes, 100%. They needed because Dick Miller, before Dick Miller dies, he shows the protector bot his badge, and it still kills him. Right. So we know that this is not going to work, but he goes down to this little hallway again, 80s, the phone rings. It's someone named Jamal.
Jamal.
And
one of my favorite lines.
Yeah. There are no messages for you, Jamal. Hangs up. And then he's surprised. Sean, I'm going to quiz you again. Get ready for the quiz. How much is the pack of cigarettes in the machine?
Oh, geez. No, I don't know.
Okay.
$1.25.
$1.25. $1.20. Now, I don't smoke, but I imagine they're probably like $5 now.
$5? It's not an exaggeration. Like $17 a pack.
17.
Oh,
$17.99.
Yeah. When I quit, they were still in the threes.
Okay.
But and that's like I don't know, like almost 20 years ago. But
I have no base of knowledge.
They're
of
literally
that.
like $17 a pack now.
It's still 20? Is it 20 in a pack?
Yes.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
Holy shit. Okay.
All right.
Right.
Every time I'm at the fucking store and I see someone who, looks like they don't have a ton of money and they're buying a pack of fucking cigarettes, I'm like, what do you do? Like, you're probably choosing not to eat right now.
Right.
Like, you're probably choosing not to eat to have some fucking cigarettes.
That's
Anywho, $1.25.
So $1.25, he's trying to get it. All of a sudden he hears, well, he doesn't hear. He actually makes a comment about how you bastards
things are very
quiet.
quiet.
Yeah. Suddenly one of the protector bots shows up behind him. He turns around and he's telling it, I work here. He shows it the badge, and it doesn't care. It goes up into arms mode, as we mentioned before. Crab mode, as Sean called it. And it starts to fucking kind of shake and move towards him, and it backs
Mike
him.
says one thing to him. Did you catch that? I know.
What did he say?
Yeah.
As he showed him the badge, he goes, "Clatu Verata Nicto."
Yes. Yeah. He did. You're right.
Day the Earth stood still.
Yeah. So it backs him up into the corner, and do we even see it kill him? I know it cuts his throat. I think we do see it briefly.
Remember, he falls against the ground, and as he's falling, it stuns him, and he goes, "You guys aren't supposed to do this."
Yeah.
And then you don't see him. He's in a corner, but that's not where he is when Lisa finds him.
Oh, he's propped up again. Yeah. These robots know what they're doing.
Right. So Lisa gets impatient. She goes to find him. Get us through all of Lisa's stuff, because it ends with a bang.
Or Leslie.
Leslie, it's all the same.
I guess so. so yeah, Leslie goes to look for Mike. She goes to the cigarette machine area. She does find his body, like you said, propped up now nicely. And then she gets chased by one of the protectors, robots, killbots, whatever they are. And while everybody's watching, because everybody's now come out to the glass, Dawn of the Dead style, like Dawn of the Dead zombie style, and they're watching as this protector just fucking sends a laser right into her goddamn head and blows her fucking head into a million pieces.
Which is interesting, because the other shots she takes just kind of burn her.
Yeah.
Back and whatnot, and then this one annihilates her head scanner style.
Right, and not only that, but it's a great scene because you see the head explode, and then you see this little line of blood go against the window where everybody is.
It's like
just a little thin line.
It literally looked like if you had if you were at a hot dog restaurant and had one of the skinny ketchup bottles with the nipple. It looked like someone just sprayed that real quick across the window. So her head's.
It would be.
Did you read how they did that effect?
I'm pretty certain they just fucking put some fucking blood on a brush and just swiped it.
Well, not that. The head blowing up was a shotgun blast to a mannequin head filled with fake blood.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And other materials. So.
Right. Savini, when Savini did it for Maniac, it was full of fucking shrimp and cocktail sauce and stuff.
Yeah.
Oh, that had to smell like a real fucking horrible day.
I'm sure.
So Leslie's head's blown up. Everybody freaks out. They kind of recess into the store, and they start to head to the back of the store. This is where the killbots just say, "Fuck it, we're not going to pretend anymore." This is the first shot.
Were they ever pretending?
Well, they were hiding bodies and shit. Now they're like, okay, we're going fully aggressive. We now get the first of what might be 16 shots of the killbots just driving through windows. These things just drive. So they go through the windows. It's two of them, I think, at this point, right? That head into the store. And let's have a talk real quick about stormtroopers. The stormtroopers are known for not being able to hit the side of a barn in the Star Wars movies. And Lloyd and I just recently did for All Horror October, Night of the Creeps. And at the beginning, there's the scene where the aliens are chasing the other alien down the hallway, and they can't hit him to save their life. The stormtroopers and the aliens in that movie are way better shots than these killbots, man. They roll into this fucking
struck by lightning, Sean.
They roll into this furniture store.
Gotta give them the benefit of the doubt.
With 6 kids running around with their heads like chickens cut off, and they're just blasting everything else. They're blasting Ferdy's fuchsia fucking little thingy, the book, the pillows,
lamps,
destroying everything.
Yeah. if you notice, there's also a point where the kids are returning fire because they're armed to the teeth.
Well,
Not yet.
Not yet.
Not yet. Okay.
Yeah.
We'll get to that.
Well, that's next. So they get to the back room, they barricade themselves in, and the girls, Allison actually sees the Die Hard vent 2 years before Die Hard and says, all right, let's get up there.
She says, come out to the coast. I'll have a few laughs.
Fists with your toes. Yeah. So the girls go up in the vents, and the guys now, the three guys that are left over, are like, well, we have to go find weapons. Yeah. Russell Todd's character says, hey, is there a sporting goods store? And the other two guys go, Peck and Paws, like they're going to go party there.
Right.
So they go to Peck and Paws and start loading up for bear.
Everything is just out in the open, the ammo.
Absolutely.
Sure that anyone could take it. Anyone could just walk in this
I'm
place.
I'm a child of the 80s. I'm a child, 70s, but, 80s as well. I have never been to a mall that had a gun store.
And there's one in Dawn of the Dead too, right?
Yes, there is.
Yeah.
Now, there was in my mall, the Trumbull Mall, I call it my mall, there was a Herman's Sporting Goods, but I don't remember.
They didn't have weapons.
I didn't think so. I mean, I'm sure they had knives, hunting knives, shit like that, probably bows and arrows, but I don't remember them having guns.
My mall was the Meriden Square. Same thing. There was no dicks back in the 80s. This is like when I was a kid, no weapons in the mall.
I didn't think so.
Yeah. But they, maybe through the magic of screenwriting, or maybe out west it's more common. Remember, my mall didn't have a house of almonds. That's for fucking sure. There was no retail business that sold just nuts in my mall.
And like Dawn of the Dead, my Trumbull Mall didn't have a what the fuck was the restaurant?
Beefsteak Charlie's or something?
No, it was
Brown Round.
Nope. It was
Brown Derby.
Brown Derby.
Brown Derby.
Love and Pub, Steak and Love.
Yes,
some shit like that.
Yeah.
Well, we had a hall of walnuts. We did have that.
Ooh, okay. All right, fancy. What mall was your mall?
Yeah, the West Farms Mall.
Well, of course, that makes sense. You hoity-toity motherfucker. So even though the store is filled with rifles, they give Ferdy a 6-shot. But what they don't tell Ferdy when they give it to him is it's magical, because you never have to reload this fucking this 6-shot. Ferdy
until the very end of the movie.
Ferdy just blasts and blasts and blasts until the plot device is that he has to throw it at the thing. The other guys, one of them gets an AR-15, it looks like, and the other guy gets a shotgun. And they also load up with, I don't know, were those 30-pound canisters of Freon or propane or something?
Propane.
They head out to find the robots, and the girls are up in the vents. Susie starts freaking out. It's too hot in there. They turn the heat up. They're trying to fry us. I got to get to Greg. Greg is going to get killed. She's a big whiner. She eventually gets the other girls to drop off. They drop into an automotive store, which again, I've never seen a mall with an auto parts store in it, but they drop down in there. And while this is all happening, the guys eventually do run into the protector bots, and they unload on it, and using a propane tank, roll the propane tank out to one of them, blast it enough that it explodes, and it seems as if they've destroyed the first protector bot. But Sean, after they leave the scene of that crime, the protector bot, what does it do?
Like the T-1000?
Yeah.
Just kind of reformed. The hands go back, and it suddenly just tilts back up, and here we go. Back in action.
It does
back online.
It does some push-ups, and then back up again. So we're back up to the same amount. Manster, where do we go from here? Is this where we have the elevator idea between these guys, where they're going to sabotage
they're sabotaging the elevator, and I think at the same time, the protector bots are chasing the girls, and that's when Susie's running around.
Susie dies before.
Yes.
Yeah. So it kind of happens kind of like simultaneously.
Yeah. Susie was complaining about being warm before.
Yeah.
She was.
And lo and behold, Susie's about to become a lot fucking warmer.
Yeah.
When you're running from something scary, like you scream, you deal with it, and then you stop screaming, right? Isn't that normal?
Normally, but listen, it's Barbara Crampton. We let Barbara do whatever she wants.
True. Yeah.
Barbara had a crush on you, so just give her a break.
She did.
Hey, I love Barbara. I don't like Susie so much.
Yeah. Right. Well, that's good acting on Barbara's part.
Yeah, exactly.
But yeah, so what did she get set on fire by being shot by the laser beam, or does she?
The laser beam hit the gasoline.
Yeah, because remember they made all those.
They made Molotov cocktails
with gas cans.
Yeah, Molotov cocktail
one.
usually a jar of liquor or something, and probably enough to blow up a car. They're using cans of gas that could, like, one of the things I was thinking about during
like
this.
A great idea. It doesn't sound safe.
No, how much? I mean, and they do actually at one point later in the movie when all these characters are taking a break, they do actually talk about like how much they're going to owe this mall because
I know another.
Yeah. Besides the robots alone, they have destroyed half of this mall already. So yeah. So Susie
she gets
killed.
Turned to a crisp. Yeah.
Absolute crisp. She's burning to death, laying there. These other two girls have to see this. The guys are setting up the elevator. Ferdy, somehow electrical genius, is able to bypass the keyboard on the elevator. It won't go up and down, but the doors will open.
I didn't understand the whole elevator.
Yeah. I didn't either.
I see what they did, but I didn't understand it.
I don't think it matters.
No. Yeah. They were trying to trap it in the elevator and then have the bombs go off in the elevator, but it doesn't work right off the bat because the first time the protector bot sneaks up on them again, right? And it foils that plan.
Yeah.
Yeah. Eventually the guys and the girls reunite. Greg is just all fucking butthurt because his girlfriend Susie is dead and he's blaming everybody else. You know, you were supposed to stay up in them vents and like,
yeah, doesn't he almost shoot fucking Fergie?
Yeah. I think he pulls a gun on him.
Yeah.
What a douchebag.
Fergalicious. And yeah, and even Allison though, Allison's like, Susie was the one that like made us get out of the vents. Like she was so worried about you, Greg. She didn't want you to get killed. So they have a little moment where they all hang out in the disgusting restaurant and they're regrouping. And then they decide that they're going to go and try to they're going to try to go up to the top control room because that's where the master computer is. Fergie, whoever the fuck this kid is a fucking genius. Yeah. So they're going to try to get up to the top. At one point, someone suggests they split up and they're like, that's fucking crazy talk. We can't split up. Now how do they kill the first one?
They start going up. They all agree to go up there and Greg goes up the elevator before everyone else.
Right.
But when he gets to the top,
he
gets Protector 2 up there.
Yeah. He gets thrown off the top deck. And, Sean, no doubt he's dead, right? When we see his body.
Yeah, he's pretty twisted up and not moving.
It looks like his head.
Old Peter Griffin, laying on his stomach there.
It looks like his head is on backwards, and it's just a giant blood splatter. So he has hit the bottom deck from the top, and now they're freaking out again. Now, the first protector bot they killed came back to life. How do they kill the actual first one? They actually get rid of the elevator. The elevator.
Yeah, they get it to go in the elevator, and then they blow up the tanks, right? And then it drops another elevator.
Yeah, they're all up on the second deck, shooting at the tanks. Nobody can hit it, but then fucking Allison takes the 6 shot, which is 1,000 shot, which is 1,000,000 shot, and she hits it on her first shot. They say that was amazing, and she's like, "My father was a Marine." Yeah, so
another ad lib line.
Was her father not? Was that also a plot point in Night of the Comet? Was her dad a Marine? Yeah. Right. I felt like I remembered that being a plot point. So maybe that was just something they tacked on there.
Yeah. Came over.
Yeah. So this one is dead. Get rid of it. Gone by. We'll move forward again as they're trying to figure out how to get to the top deck. We get the demise of the married couple. The second protector, I don't know what number it is, comes into play, and what does it do? Is it start malfunctioning?
Remember, they all end up in a department store.
They set up the mannequins, right?
And they're in there for a while because they got the steel door, but the lasers, cut a hole through the door.
Oh, wait. Okay. Yes, I'm sorry. I just have to mention this. We get the longest shots of the robot like cutting the door open.
Yeah. Like
it's literally a shot from behind the robot
of the movie
while it's using its laser to cut the door, and it's starting here, and it's going up in a line.
The movie would have been 55 minutes if not for this scene of cutting open the door.
All right, Master. So continue. They have the mannequin set up.
Yeah, so they're coming in, and of course Allison, because she's a smart one in the group, says, "Oh, let's give them a target that'll confuse them." So they line up like all the mannequins in a row, and they dress them, and they hide strategically behind them. And Protector 3 or whoever the hell it is just starts shooting. And then I forget who it is, but they're like, "Now, Ferdy, now!" And they take a blanket or something off of a big set of mirrors that's behind those mannequins, which reflects the laser and shoots it right back at Protector.
And it starts.
And he goes malfunction mode and starts going crazy.
We get
But
the
he still manages to kill Linda with a phone.
Yeah.
Well, random.
It's spinning around with like lightning, it's like malfunctioning, and it just starts shooting and shoots her hot ass right through the stomach, and she goes down, and then of course her husband, no, Linda, and he's doing he's shooting at the thing with the AR-15. It's not doing nothing to this thing. It's made of fucking metal. So what is that?
Do you remember those handy dandy little mall carts?
I don't. That's
security guards used to ride.
Okay, I had no clue what that was. I was going to ask Sean if he knew what the fuck that was. All right, it's a mall security cart.
Yeah.
So
if someone gets hurt,
it's the bullpen cart.
Yeah,
it's exactly what it is.
Yeah, it's where they bring the pitcher in.
Bring it in the left-hander.
Yeah.
He mounts the bullpen cart and he suicides himself right into this fucking thing.
Yeah.
But takes out the protector bot as well. He dies. So now it's just Ferdy and Allison left over. One protector bot left. And they decide that they're going to go deeper into the innards of the mall. They're going to split up though, right?
Yeah, this is where they split up, which is so stupid.
They split up. She goes into like a back room.
He's unconscious.
No,
is he unconscious at this point?
No, after he saves her.
Right.
Yeah, oh, my bad. No, right.
So first he has to walk down the longest hallway in the history of malls, apparently. Yeah. It takes him a good 10 minutes to go about 20 feet.
Is that the hallway that Schwarzenegger, Terminator 2, he's got the gun in the fucking box?
Oh, I'll say yeah, for sure.
Yeah, definitely.
Sure, it's the same fucking hallway.
Definitely. And there's a sign on the door that says mall on it.
Yeah, right. Yeah. Right.
All right, so Ferdy goes down that. She's in a weird back room where there is a G.I. Joe Dragonfly on the shelf.
Yes, first I noticed.
Yeah, me too. I was like, fuck, take me back. Yep. Wild Bill, baby, Wild Bill.
Fucking nerds.
She opens up a closet door, and it's just full of fucking, like, piping and stuff.
Like who packs a closet that tight?
Exactly.
That when you open the door, you get covered with an avalanche.
Yeah, you would never see them all.
Was that like the back room for a store called House of Pipes? What was that?
That's what it was.
Well, you didn't have a plumbing supply store in your mall either?
Yeah, no plumbing supply store, no auto store, no ammo store. Yeah, this is a weird mall. Nothing but nuts store.
Hey, I need a 6-foot piece of PVC pipe. No, not here.
Check that back closet.
So this is where she gets attacked, right?
Yeah, that's where she gets attacked.
Yeah, where Protector is pretty rapey. It's a pretty rapey scene.
Yeah.
Heading right towards her. Yeah. Giving her the eye. She's like getting uncomfortable.
Yeah. And Ferdy comes in, right? And saves her at this point.
Yeah, he just sort of distracts him and he chases Ferdy back to the mall proper.
Right. And then he what does he
that's when he runs out of bullets finally and he throws the gun, and this is what I was talking about way earlier. He throws a gun at him, which obviously does nothing. But then he takes a fire extinguisher off the wall, and instead of unloading that fucking fire extinguisher onto the robot, which would have been a very cool scene, he just throws it at it.
Yeah, and then it throws it back at him, right?
And it throws it back at him, knocks him out fucking cold for hours.
Yeah, just you think he's dead. Spoiler alert: he's not dead, and I'm getting to the end of the movie at this point for a second.
But he does say, "Thank you. Have a nice day." What I think is hilarious is when Ferdy is revealed to be alive, he's using a roll of toilet paper to keep his brains inside of his head. He's holding a full roll of toilet paper up against his head. And he's like, "You did good, kid." So anyways, he's out of the picture now. And now Allison, daughter of a Marine, is just got to go full on mode with this fucking thing. So first thing she does is she runs away from it, and she ends up in a pet store where this thing comes in, another window it goes through. And this pet store has puppies and all kinds of kitties in the walls. Right.
And then all the dangerous shit on the floor. And this fucking robot knocks all the dangerous shit over. And all the dangerous shit, Allison's hiding under a piece of like loggia, a gondola. and she's hiding behind a bag of Alpo. And then every snake and every tarantula goes directly to her. They all go directly to her. Sean, do you think that they would go directly to her? I don't think it would happen.
Yeah, that's lunch. Kidding me? That copperhead and those tarantulas, they wanted that.
Yeah. So she eventually is able to get away from that. Does she end up hanging off of the...
that's right after. She falls down to the first floor.
Now, okay. All right, Sean, I'm going to give you another shot. What were the 2 movies on the marquee at the movie theater?
Ooh.
You could see the full name of one of them and only the first word of the other, but I know what the other one was.
Yeah, you're putting me on the spot. I don't know. I feel like I need to know this too.
All right, Larry?
Nope.
All right. Crush Groove.
Crush, grooving, body moving.
Crush Groove? No, Crush Groove. And then you see the word Remo. Remo Williams. The adventure continues. So she ends up hanging off of the side of the top deck, while the robot is kind of like coming by. She eventually falls, lands on. Was that one of those like insurance?
It's just one of those
booths,
kiosk tent with a cover over it. A story I read that Jim Wynorski wanted to prove that it was safe to do that, so he did a fall himself into an airbag and broke one of his ribs.
That didn't look very safe. As a matter of fact, I thought in real life, IRL, as the kids call it, that if she had actually done that, she would have not gotten up very easily from that. She hit ground hard. So she ends up seeing a paint store, and this is essentially Ellis Paints. This is essentially the factory in Terminator, the original Terminator. She is drawing it to her. Yeah. She has enough time to get in there. Now, I got a question because I don't know everything about paint, but oil paint is going to go up like that, or water-based paint, right? No,
was not flammable. It's she's throwing like paint thinner,
lacquer, paint thinner. She was emptying a lot of shit on that.
So that's my question, though. That's my question. She is throwing paint thinner and lacquer down, but she's also throwing a ton of paint down. Is that paint going to do anything?
I would think it would neutralize it, actually.
Yeah, it seemed like...
I don't know.
Master, do you think so?
Just making it all slick, I was like, why is she throwing paint? I didn't understand.
Okay, that's what I'm trying to get to, is that I knew that the other stuff in the metal tins made sense, but then she kept opening more paint. I'm like, that doesn't seem like it would do anything. She eventually draws it into the store with her, and Larry, just take us home from this point.
Yeah, so she she spills the paint, the chemicals all over the floor. And it kind of makes the robot not be able to get traction, right?
It gets stuck, yeah.
Yeah, it kind of gets stuck, and then she throws a flare and ignites the stuff and blows up the last protector in a blaze of glory.
What does she say to it before she kills it?
Have a nice day.
Have a nice day.
What else would she say? And she says it in a very echoey,
very echoey
voice. Have a nice day. Like her voice got real fucking weird. But listen, her dad's a Marine. So in the Marine, they often teach you how to kill out of control robots. So it's perfect. She was the perfect person for the job. Just like, the anthropologist was the perfect person to take care of Lady Terminator and the South Sea Queen. You got to find the right person for the job. That's what I'm saying. Allison, obviously, right person for the job.
She leaves the store, and then she runs into a still alive Ferdy holding his brains in with toilet paper, and they have a nice kiss, and the movie ends. I did not go all the way through the credits, but I guess at the end of the credits, it's another protector bot saying, "Thank you, have a nice day."
Yeah, he just comes right to the screen. You see his visor and it says, "Have a nice day."
All right. Well, that's 1986's Chopping Mall, aka Killbots, originally. This is our Halloween episode and capping off All Horror October. Thank you for checking us out all month long. But since this is a House of Horrors episode, we don't talk box office. So we're going to go to it. Favorite kill time kids.
I've been trick-or-treated to death tonight.
You don't know what death is.
Larry, I'm going to start with you. what was your favorite kill in Chopping Mall?
Come on, man. Can it? I mean, can it
Yeah.
be anybody
Yeah.
other than Leslie's fucking head exploding?
It's
Can
a
it
good one.
really? I mean, I can't. Listen, I mean, there's some good kills. Dick Miller turning into the 1930s Bugs Bunny skeleton as he's getting electrocuted is good. But dude, I love a good head explosion. I'm a sucker for a head explosion. We're gonna go with Leslie's poor head.
Shawnee Mac, what do you say?
Yeah, I mean, I have to concur. The rest are kind of, I get shot and I'm dead. What's his name? Rick gets thrown off the balcony, sure, but yeah, I mean, I have to go with that. I have a feeling that Mike's would have been a cool kill if we actually had gotten to see it
Right.
instead of just we end up seeing the result, his throat slash, but we didn't see what actually happened.
Okay. All right. I'll go next. I'm going to actually go with Greg getting thrown off the top deck. I think it's kind of hilarious. I think the idea of this robot grabbing this fucking nerd, and because he flies, he goes up, he's like doing the arms, and then like when he lands, his body is just fucking decimated. He's on backwards, his head, there's fucking red paint everywhere. I just laughed at that. And he was kind of a douchebag character. So it was kind of nice to see him get thrown off the top deck. Manster, we got two, we got one. Are you gonna go with something different, or are you gonna go with something?
No, I'm gonna go with the best one, which was the head, obviously.
Yeah.
But I want to give a good honorable mention to Rick running into him with the golf cart. And
yeah,
it's just such a bizarre death.
It is. It is. Yeah,
it's pretty funny.
He avenged his wife's death by dying himself.
Yeah.
you fucking loser. Let's rate this fucking thing.
That guy who spent 6 weeks in the bathroom got a 91.
All right. 0 being the worst thing ever, 5 being the best thing ever, quarter and half scale optional. Larry, what are we rating this on a scale of, since this is a House of Horrors episode?
Pieces of chewing gum.
Pieces of chewing gum. That's fair. Now, I have always been doing these episodes, the Scary Larry's episodes, where we end with Larry. But you know what? I'm going to have Larry go first, because I realize that sometimes by the time there's a lot of us on, we say a lot of the points Larry would like to say. So, Larry, you start us off. What do you give 1986's Chopping Mall?
Yeah, man. This is, there's no world in which this is a great movie, right? But let's be honest with ourselves here. What it is a great time, and it's a quick, great time.
Yeah.
Right. What did you say the runtime is on this?
1 hour 17.
Yeah, dude. How can you go wrong? Like, it's all action, right? I mean, you get what? 5-10 minutes of setup?
10.
Yeah, and then it's just fucking nonstop, ridiculous action, quotable. So many great... Dude, fuck the fuchsia, it's Friday. So many great quotes in this goddamn movie. Ridiculous kills. Dick Miller, always a treat in any fucking situation. The cast was exactly what the cast was supposed to be. Fucking gum-chewing douchebag Mike and, hot ass Barbara Crampton, supposed to be a little annoying. She was definitely annoying. Linda's abs and her lingerie were fantastic. I for not being a great movie, it's at the same time a great movie. I'm gonna go 4 stars on Chopping Mall.
Okay, all right. The way you started that off, I didn't think it was going to go that high, but all right.
Yeah, I got it. I've seen it, I don't know, 40, 50 times.
You showed it once at one of your shows. Yeah.
I did. And and I'm pretty sure I did it on a watch party too. And every time I see it, it's just as fun as the last time. It never gets old. The rewatch factor is high.
I'm going to say you definitely did it on a watch party, because I've logged this in my letterbox 4 times. The last night was the 4th time since I started in 2020. And one of them was August of 2020. That had to have been the first time I saw it. So I'm going to say you definitely showed it then. And then I think in 23 maybe is when you showed it at your show. All right. Shawnee Mac, he of so many things, helps out at Connecticut Cult Classics, Connecticut Horror Fest. One of the field generals at Connecticut Horror Fest for sure. Sean, what do you got?
So I'll agree with Larry. Not a great movie. No, I'm kidding. No, I'm not. So, to me, it's a C horror movie, right? it's a snapshot in time. It's a 80s movie set in a mall. I mean, you can't beat that. Dialogue laughable, kills some good, some bad. Plot is ridiculous. The thing's ridiculous. That said, I love ridiculousness, so I'm going to go 3.5 pieces of gum. I will also throw in that possibly my favorite line we didn't touch upon here is when towards the end where Linda starts lashing out at her friends there, and then she calms down and said, "I'm sorry, I'm just not used to being chased by killer robots in a mall."
Yeah.
And they console her because they're like, "Well, welcome to the club."
Yeah. We're all in this together, Linda. All right, Manster, what do you got?
Yeah, it's stupid fun, obviously filled with 80s cheese, and I love it. It has a sense of humor. It's got titties. It's fast paced.
Titties.
It's loaded with kills. It's really not too many like slow, boring parts. It's got Barbara Crampton, so that's a lot to say there. And to me, the killbots are really like the genius of the movie. The merciless cops, and every time, I know we didn't really even talk about it much, but every time someone dies or they kill someone and they say thank you, have a nice day, I fucking laughed every time.
Yeah.
That joke never gets boring. It works every time, and they're funny, but they're menacing too. So it all works. It's so simple, it's so ridiculous, but it's entertaining. So I'm gonna give it 1 slice of Big Red, 1 juicy fruit, 1 chiclet, and 1 freshen up. So like
Nice.
two real sticks of gum, and then maybe 2 half sticks.
So is that a 4?
No, that's a 3.
3. Okay. All right.
Yeah, the freshen up and the chiclet, that combines to be 1.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
All right.
That's
That
the most confusing fucking mathematical equation I've ever heard.
I'm gonna give it 100 out of 5. But by 100, I mean 3.25.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go 3.25. I love this movie. I have a lot of fun with it. It's not great. Look, it does one of my favorite things a movie does. It gets in and gets out. It's an hour and 17 minutes long, right? Like I was joking before we started recording tonight. I worked a 13-hour day yesterday, and I had to watch it last night to record for this because even though I've seen it, I still want to refresh myself. And a lot of times that's happened in my life where I have to watch a 2.5 hour long movie and I'm struggling to stay awake. I got home at 8:15 and I was in bed by 9:40. Like, you know what I mean? Like just enough time to take my dog out, pee, and go to bed. The movie had already ended. So I appreciate that. I think Kelly Maroney is cute as hell. She's fun. She's a 80s face that we kind of have grown to love through a lot of these B movies. Yeah, and there's a lot of memorable shit in this. The killbots are super memorable. This literally is, we joked about it, but this is the most gum-chewing performance by anybody in any movie ever. Nobody's ever chewed gum like this dude. So when someone says to you, what movie did, like, you ever think of, like, had the most gum? Chopping Mall.
And he's only in it like 5 minutes.
He's in it for the first 20 minutes at the most.
Yeah.
And we get to see more gum chewing than you'll ever see anywhere. But yeah, as a movie itself, it's a lot of fun, but I can't really see going over a 3.25. But I will give it credit also for the effects on the killbots are pretty good, right? Like they are just 80s robots. Like you're waiting for them to like yell out like happy birthday, Paulie, but they're done well, right? On a much smaller budget. So, and again, it's a Corman production. He got all the bang for the buck on this thing. So I think we had a nice little run through there. That's it. That's officially the end of All Horror October. Happy Halloween. This episode's dropping on Halloween, so please be safe. Check your kids' candy for that, supposed those razor blades that never really happened, but why not? I remember being a kid and my parents dumping all the candy out and looking at stuff, and
I like it now. Now it's check your kids for edibles and for drugs. Like any fucking person's gonna stick their drugs in somebody's fucking some kid's candy. What are you, fucking stupid?
It's expensive.
Yeah,
exactly.
It'd be a good joke. Let's put a fucking bag of cocaine in this kid. No, that cost us hundreds of dollars.
Let's fucking get an 8-ball and just jam it in this kid's Snickers bar. spent $120. I don't know how much an 8-ball costs, but I'm just saying.
You just jumped in there though. You knew it like cigarettes.
Listen, that's
But he doesn't know in 2025 terms.
Yeah, I
Right.
have no idea.
Right,
what
right.
it costs these days. Not a fucking. P.S. Jen says that I chew gum like that. By the way, I don't fucking buy it.
I've never seen you chew gum. You're a toothpick guy.
I am a toothpick guy, but I do chew gum on occasion. Not at the same time I have a toothpick, because that would be weird.
Yeah.
But Jen hates when I chew gum because she claims that I chew gum like that guy, and I'm like, that's not fucking possible.
I'm gonna have to offer you a piece of gum like maybe half a year from now, so we forgot about this.
Yeah.
And then really like pay attention to you.
That's
really
good.
just pay attention. You're like, John, why are you like up in my face? No reason at all, Larry.
Just make it freshen up.
How's that freshen up treating you right now? How's that fruit stripe? Did the flavor disappear before you put it in your fucking mouth?
That's the most disappointing gum. Really is the best tasting gum for like 3 seconds.
5 seconds.
Yeah. Yeah. When I was a kid, I used to put like half of the pack in my mouth thinking that might make it better. It did not.
No, it was just more flavor and it still went away in the same amount of time.
All right. So Larry, today's Halloween.
Yes.
You have your next show on December 13th.
Yeah.
I know that you announced it on the last show a couple days ago. What movies are you showing?
December 13th, Christmas Cops. We're doing 2 great Christmas police movies, Lethal Weapon and Die Hard 2, Die Harder, where you get to see William Sadler do Tai Chi naked.
Yes. Yep. We just did Die Hard 2 on the show in the summertime. And yeah. And if you are a fan of titties, as we talked about before, Lethal Weapon starts with titties, right?
Yeah.
And I always bring this up, because we did the show with Sean on the Insider years ago for Lethal Weapon, and it was his first viewing of Lethal Weapon, which is, to me, still crazy. But the girl in the beginning of Lethal Weapon that falls from the building was the same actress that played Woody's girlfriend on Cheers, Kelly, the really rich girl, same actress. So if you remember Cheers, remember Kelly, same actress, and she showed her titties in that. So
I don't remember her.
Yeah. So that's it for us. Manster, tell everybody where they can find us.
All the podcatchers on YouTube, the Pint of Pop Culture Podcast on Instagram at the Pint Pop, and you can be an insider at www.patreon.com/the Pint. Thank you. Have a nice day. See ya.
See ya.
Break! We are leaving!